Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa in case you are new here. If you're just now finding my channel through searching all the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette videos, thank you so much for clicking on my video specifically, and I hope that you'll stick around, check out some of my other videos. I will link them down below and I'll link them at the end as well. I do a lot of I do beauty videos, but I do it kind of differently than everyone else normally does, like with just like a standard review. So I'd love it if you checked out my other videos. I will link those. But yeah, thank you again for clicking on my video. Today we have kind of a different little spin on the typical review. So I am trying to find dupes from these two palettes right here. Well, this is technically 4 palettes, so 5 palettes total. Please don't judge me. These palettes are so nasty and so like beaten up. Look at this. Look at, what is this? Armed and Gorgeous. My dog got a hold of it and it's like so bad at the corner and ugh, I'm kind of embarrassed. But yeah, so I was trying to find dupes for this palette out of combination of these palettes, and I kind of did, you guys. So I found a total of almost a third of this palette, I would say, I found dupes for within these corresponding palettes. So I know that this is going to be a super long video, and so I'm not going to try to ramble too much in this intro, but I just kind of want to give my thoughts, since I'm already here, about this palette right here. So this palette, look at it, look at it, look at it, holy cow. I am so stinking happy with this palette. So I use this, well, when I first got it on the 13th, it was not a very long wait, surprisingly. I probably strolled up to the Morphe store about 10 minutes or so before opening, and there were 2 girls ahead of me, and like that was it. And then there was probably like a handful of other people that pulled up to the store, that walked up to the store like right before they were about to open, like a few minutes before opening, but like that was it. I expected it to be like such a long line and that I was just gonna have to wait, but it was nothing. There was no problem at all. I mean, this Morphe store that I went to, it was in Portland, and the next closest one is in Seattle, and so I just imagined that people from all over were just gonna come over and come get this palette, but surprisingly it was not that way. But okay, it was super easy getting the palette, and I touched some of the shades when I first got it, and I was pleasantly surprised about the formula, and I was really excited to dive into it. So when I wore it for the first time all day, I had no problems at all. The shadows stayed. It was flawless. I will say though, I feel like it is a different formula than the original Jaclyn palette, which is weird because she was saying in her video something about the formula. People wanted her formula or something, and it was her formula. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like the same formula to me for some reason. But it's better. I'm gonna say that. It's better, I feel like, than the original palette. These are just so creamy and smooth and buttery, and I'm just like, ugh, I'm in love. I mean, you'll see in the clips upcoming, I'm practically drooling over this palette. Sorry if I sound like a little bit congested. I realize that when I was editing the clips, it did not sound like my best. I am getting over a cold right now, and so I just ignore that. We got a lot of long clips to go ahead of us, but I wanted to say before I switch on to that, I have a secret to share with you guys. So I'm actually wearing right now, let me get a little closer to you guys. I'm actually wearing 2 different, well, the same look, but it's 2 different palettes. So can you guys tell which one is the Volume 2 palette and which one is a combination of these other palettes? I bet you can't tell, can you? I was super surprised. I did this look today. This is the first day that I did like an actual like dupe tutorial, I guess you'd call it. and it surprisingly like turned out very well. It was hard to find dupes for like some of the more like vibrant, colorful, amazing shades, but I mean, you'll see in the video. So I don't want to ramble too much longer. So without further ado, let's just get into the dupes. So we're just gonna sort of figure this out as we go. I don't really have like a designated, I don't really have like a list necessarily of the ones that I know for a fact look like dupes. So I was just gonna kind of go through them with you guys and see what we can find that's similar. So here are all of my Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palettes, and then here we're gonna introduce the new guy, Volume 2, woohoo! And yeah, so I already know that a couple of these, so the two that I was really drawn to and I knew for a fact they look like pretty much exactly the same were these two right here, because obvious reasons, they're the exact same shade. So this one in her new palette's called Temptress, which is the same in this palette right here. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember the names. What is this one? Dark Magic. So this one is also Temptress, and she actually stated that that one was going to be the same. So this one actually looks more, well, maybe not, maybe it was just from the angle I was looking at, but this one looks darker. Wow, it so does. So yeah, that one was the one for sure. And then also one from this palette, which I believe is Bling Boss, I want to say. Oh no, it's Armed and Gorgeous. Armed and Gorgeous. The shade Coin in this one looks pretty much exactly the same as the shade Talia in her Volume 2 palette. So those ones for sure I wanted to swatch. And then I was just going to kind of play around and see what other ones looked similar. So let's get into it. So I'm going to show you is Temptress from the Dark Magic and Temptress from Volume 2. Let's see. I don't know if I swatch. Okay, so the one in the Volume 2 is definitely creamier and it looks darker too. This one's from the Volume 2 palette. But I mean, they've definitely got like the same shade, but I just feel like this one's a lot creamier. So let's swatch it. Wow, yeah. I mean, let me see if I can build that one up. It's definitely not, I don't know if it's because I've had these palettes for so long and this one's newer, but I mean, they're the exact same shade, there's no doubt about that, but it's just funny how it's like a different formula. This one's a lot more creamy. Now we're gonna move on to the shade Coin from Armed and Gorgeous, which looks like that, versus the shade Talia in her Volume 2 palette. So that's interesting because that one seems, this one's definitely like a lot softer than this one, than Talia. So that's interesting, but those two are dang similar. Let's swatch. Okay, so side by side you can definitely see the difference. So Coin is a lot more yellow and bold, and I want to say more pigmented too, because I can't really see my skin underneath of it. Whereas the shade Talia, it's a lot lighter and I can see my skin underneath of it. If I was doing two different eyes, and maybe if I didn't go as hard with that one, I would definitely like hardly even notice the difference between the two. But wow. Okay, next I want to move, I think, shade by shade just so I don't miss any. So let's start with Certified. I don't think that this one is a dupe for any of the other ones. Probably the closest would be Poof from the Dark Magic, but you can see Poof is a lot more yellow and Certified is a little bit more white, more of a bone shade. I had these two backwards, but that's alright. So yeah, definitely, like I said, Poof is just a lot more yellow, nude, and Certified is just more white. yeah. Next one is I'm In It. This one, oh my gosh. I am obsessed with this shade when she showed it off on social media. It is gorgeous. I know that there isn't another shade like this, but I have a feeling I'm going to be dipping into this one a lot. So as you can see, it's just a beautiful like highlighty shade with a pink purple undertone reflex to it. Gosh, I'm so light. So I don't know if you can see that. And then we'll just compare it to her other like highlight shades from her other palettes. So let's go with this one right here. Oh, I don't even have, I should go grab the card really quick. All right, so the shade In Light and the shade Beam are also kind of highlighty shades. They're very similar in color. I was kind of confused when those two were put in this palette because they're just so similar. But yeah, they're nothing like the new one from the Volume 2 palette. And then probably the next highlight shade would be VIP from Armed and Gorgeous. And I would say it's a lot more metallic like these, but it just doesn't have like that pink purple reflex like I'm In It is. So yeah, we're gonna do Love Handles, which, can I just say I appreciate that shade name because I don't know, in this day and age everyone's just so self-conscious and body conscious and has to be perfect, but this just puts it into all perspective. Anyway, so Love Handles, I don't really see any other kind of dupe. Let's look here. I don't really think I see. Let's try the orangey shades. So let's try Rush. I mean, kind of, but not really. Love Handles is definitely more like a coral peachy. Yeah, Alert is gonna be too dark for sure. I mean, yeah, that's just not it. Nothing from this palette. Let's try the oranges from these guys. So let's try Agent. Let's do it up here. Yeah, that's not even. Not even. And then let's try Secure. Yeah, again, that's just not, it's too orange. Let's try these ones, no. Let's try this one, which is Butter. Let's see what this looks like. Let's do next this way. Yeah, that one's just too, not it at all. And then let's try, what is this one? Pooter? Yeah, Pooter. I don't think this one's, yeah, also kind of too brown, yeah. Too brown. Let's try Hunts. I think this one's just gonna be too red. Yeah, it's way too red. Let's try, what is this? Buns? I think this one's not gonna be, yeah, that's way too, what is this? Roxanne? Nope, absolutely not. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all, because those are too dark. Yeah, so I mean, the closest one would be probably one of those guys from, what is this? Ring the Alarm? Yeah, from Ring the Alarm. But those are even like way too orange. It's not, not even close. So this one's a standout shade for sure. Nothing like it. Next one we're gonna try is Comfort Zone. This one I think I might be able to find a few dupes for as well. So let's do like a longer line this way. That way I can like do them on either side of it. Okay, so there we have Comfort Zone. So let's try, what is this one? Silk Cream, yeah, Silk Cream. It's gonna be too brown. Yeah, too brown. Let's try MFEO. Yeah, MFEO. That one I think it'll be too brown also. Yeah. Yeah, that's just not it. Let's try Butter. That one I don't know, actually. It's a little closer, but not quite. Let's do Pooter. That one's too brown, yeah. Let's try Buns. No, too brown. And I think those ones are also too dark. Okay, so from these palettes, let's try, oh gosh, these are gonna be too orange, but we'll just do for the heck of it, Rush. No. And Alert. And no. Okay, and then I think that's about it. Let's try this one. Shh. But I know it's gonna be like too gray. Yeah, too gray tone for sure. Just for the heck of it, because that one needs some love too. Yeah, Comfort Zone. Cannot find a dupe. Not at all. So we're getting into a shimmer. I love the shimmers. So this one is called Ride or Diamonds. I think this is one of her new formulas, she said. I'm so excited to put these on my eye. They're just, so shiny. Oh my gosh. That is so stinking pretty. Wow. I mean, the camera doesn't even do it justice, because even when I was seeing it on her reveal video, I was like, meh, just looks like another metallic, but it does not. Definitely when you see it in person, it's not like another metallic. So let's try and find a dupe. Let's do, I think Faint is gonna be too light, or I know it's gonna be too light, but we're just gonna do it anyway. Let's do Faint, Sissy, and Little Lady. Okay, so we got Faint, Pink, Sissy, Little Lady. I mean, that one's the closest, but it's not even close at all. And I mean, you might be able to tell now the formula is definitely different compared to, because these three are like, I thought they were beautiful when I first got this palette. I was like, oh, so metallic, so pretty. No, guy, this one's metallic. Okay, let's move on to, what is this? Obsessed and SBN. Okay, Obsessed, too light, and SBN. I mean, that one's actually pretty dang close. I'm gonna get some more of this Ride or Diamonds on here. Spread it all the way out. I mean, yeah, we're not gonna be able to find a formula dupe, that's for sure. It's more the tone, and I think that SBN is probably gonna be the closest, because none of those for sure. Let's do Pink. What does that boom look like? No, that's too dark. Ooh, let's try Bling Bling, actually. From Bling Bling Boss, sorry. Oh yeah, that one's too like purple pink. But it's pretty much like the closest as far as like formula, I think. It's more blingy. Let's try Glitz and Glam from Bling Boss. This one's not a good shade, I feel like. Oh wow, that one's actually pretty similar in tone. Yeah, that's gonna be it. So I would say, yeah, Glitz and Glam or SBN are probably the closest to, but that's only like tone wise, not even like formula wise at all. What we have is Thick Skin. Oh my gosh, this one's so creamy. Wow. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could feel this right now. It's so soft and creamy. Okay. Heck yeah, man. Okay, this one is called Thick Skin. And I think it's a lot like Comfort or Love Handles, where it's gonna be like a little bit more that corally tone. I don't think I'll really be able to find a dupe for this one, but we'll see. So I am thinking let's try Butter. No. Yeah, just no. Let's try Hunts for the heck of it. And you know, you might be able to make a dupe out of it just by mixing those two. I want to see if I can do that really quick. Okay, we're going to use this cheap brush that I found. So I'm going to try mixing these two. Start with Butter and Hunts. Just to see if I can make myself a dupe. I mean, kind of, right? Oh, but I picked up a lot of pigment on that. I mean, kind of. Wow. Okay, so I'm thinking you can make a dupe, honestly, by just mixing those two. Moving along, let's try Buns. I know it's not gonna work. It's too brown. I don't know why I keep trying this one. I know it ain't gonna work. I'm trying to make it work. Let's try Roxanne here. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of actually. If you went like a little bit lighter on Roxanne, you could probably get pretty close to it. These ones are gonna be too orange, but we'll do it for the heck of it. Nope. Nope. That one's not even close. I'm not even gonna try those ones. Yeah, the closest that you're gonna get is probably that mixture, like I said, of Hunts and Butter. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the closest, but I don't have like a single shade dupe. This one, maybe you could get away with. All right, next one we have is No Joke, and this one I don't even want to swatch on my arm because I already know that there's not gonna be anything similar to it. I mean, this one, Creamsicle, is just too deep, too warm. Those are all orange. Access, it's gonna again be too orange. Yeah, there's nothing. So No Joke is no dupeable. Polya we already covered. Feeling Myself, I don't really see this one being a dupe either. It's too bright compared to all these other ones. I mean, let's try Secure. Yeah, that's just probably gonna be the closest, and that's not even close at all. This one's just so neon. There's nothing. Let's try Alert. That's not, there's definitely not one for this one either. Feeling Myself. No dupe. Okay, let's try Homebody. This one I have high hopes for. Oh my gosh, these are so freaking smooth. I cannot even stand it. All right, Homebody. Let's try Butter from the original palette. Yeah, that one's just too light. Let's try Hunts. This one I could also probably get a combo. That one's probably gonna be the closest, and that's not even close. Let's try that Roxanne shade again. Yeah, that one's just too brown. Let's move over here to Alert. Ooh, that one's pretty close. It's pretty close. Let's try Rush. No, that one's not. Let's try Mugshot. This one's just gonna be too brown. Yeah, that is not. Okay, I don't think there's anything in Bling Boss, Armed, or Dark Magic. Yeah, I would say probably Alert. Alright, next, another blingy one. Again, this is her new formula, so it is not gonna be the same exact, but this one is called GRWM, Get Ready With Me. So pretty. Cannot even stand it. Alright, so let's do, let's try, I know this is gonna be too dark, but let's try Firework. This one's gonna be, it's gonna be like too pink for it. Let's try SBN. Is that, yeah, that's what this is called. Make sure. SBN. That one's pretty close, right? That one's close. The rest of these, I would say no. Let's try Rush, even though I know it's gonna be too dark. Yeah, that one's like not it. That one is not it. Let's try let's try Glitz and Glam. This one's not gonna, it's gonna be too light also. Yeah, it's too light. But this one for sure is probably gonna be the closest, SBN, from the original Jaclyn palette. But again, it's gonna be not the same sparkle, but it's like slightly off. It's not an exact dupe for sure. Let's try Bougie. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Gorgeous, man. Just gorgeous. Alright, this one is Bougie. I don't think this one's the same formula, but it might be. I can't remember. Okay, let's try, what is this one called? Little Lady? Sissy's gonna be too pink. Let's try Faint. Okay, so Faint and Little Lady. So here's Little Lady. And there's Faint. Yeah, that one's too light. Little Lady. Wow. I don't even need to move on at this point. I'm pretty sure Little Lady is it. Wow. Right? Yeah, that's like so close. Wow. I don't even want to try anything else because I feel like, I mean, I guess I'll try Glitz and Glam. But it's, yeah, that's too late. Wow. Okay, so Little Lady from the original Jaclyn palette is a dupe for Bougie in the volume 2. Alright, next let's try Drama Queen. This one, I believe, is also that new formula. Gosh, it's so stinking pretty. Ugh. I mean, come on. That formula is ridiculous though. Oh. Okay, moving on. So let's try Little Lady and Sissy. Little Lady and Sissy. Yeah, that's just not it. Let's try SBN. No, not quite. Let's try, I think Lolly's gonna be too pink as well. Yeah, oh, I meant to do that underneath, but oh well. Yeah, it's too pink. Let's try Bling Bling. And let's try Glitz and Glam. Bling Bling, too light. But it's kind of the same tone. Glitz and Glam, probably the closest, I would say. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the closest, but it's like not even close. Yeah, this one is hard. This one's not really dupeable. This one's just very unique. Flawed and Odd. I know that there's not going to be a dupe of this one because there's just no shimmery orange. There's lots of oranges, as you guys can see, but there's no shimmery. Well, let's try it on camera. I don't think so. I think that's more yellow. Yeah, that one's more yellow. That's just not it. But, yeah, I already know that this one's not going to have a dupe. But, yeah, that's not dupeable. So, Flawed and Odd, that one's a unique shade to itself. Okay, let's move along to G Money. This one, oh my gosh. I know I keep saying this, but oh my gosh, I cannot even stand it. Okay, G Money. Okay, this guy, we might be able to find some actually. Let's start with Pukey from the original. This one I feel like will be the closest. It's not the same tone. This one's a little more orangey, terracotta-y than Pukey. Let's try, oh, I don't even know, Roxanne, maybe? Because this one's a terracotta, but it's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. Let's try Buns. This one's gonna be too brown, I feel. Yeah, that one's not. I would say Pukey's probably gonna be it. Oh, let's try Mugshot, actually. This one might be good. Ooh, no, it's not. Well, that might be better than Pukey, actually. What do you guys think? I think Mugshot, maybe. Yeah, none of those. Mugshot's probably it. Let's try Alert. I don't think so, though. Yeah, it's a little too orange. Okay. So Mugshot from Bling Boss is probably the closest that you're going to find to that one, which is G Money. Alright, these next two shades I kind of want to skip over because there's no dupe for them, but I'll touch them just so you guys see what they look like and so you can get my feedback on them. I mean, they're just the same formula, it feels like, as the rest of the palette. Look at those. I feel like, oh man, they're so pretty. Man, they're so pretty. But yeah, there's nothing like these. Absolutely not, as you guys can probably see. Grateful here. This one I could probably find something or other. Okay, this is Grateful. It's very similar to like Homebody, I feel like, where it's just very, Wow, it's so pretty. Sorry. Let's do butter. See what butter looks like. I just don't think it's gonna be a little too brown. And not enough of that coral. Yeah. Not enough of that coral peach. So let's do Hunts. This might be another one where you could probably get the shade if you mixed like these two shades. Yeah, I mean, if you went light on this, that's actually a good dupe. Wow, okay. That's actually a really good dupe. Let's do Roxanne. This one's just gonna be too dark, yeah. Too dark. I always look at it and think it's lighter than what it actually is. Let's do some from these guys. Let's do Alert. This is gonna be too orange, yeah. And Rush. Yeah, that's not. Okay, so my verdict is, So my verdict is Hunts from the original Jaclyn Hill palette. This is a dupe for Grateful from Volume 2. What do you guys think? Hunts, Grateful. Alright, next shade I also know is not going to be dupeable, but I do feel like it's similar to in tone to another shade. So this one is called Heart On, and we're just going to swatch it here. And I feel like, just by glancing, I don't know for a fact until I actually touch it, but I feel like it's close to Bomb Ass from, what is this, Ring the Alarm? They're similar vibes. So I mean, if you're trying to do a look and you have both of these palettes, those would be like good together, you know, very compatible. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, now we're gonna start getting into the harder shades. It's a little easier to dupe like transition shades, but when you start getting into like the more bold like pops of color, that's gonna be a little harder to dupe. So let's just dive in. So a Movement, a super pretty lilac purple metallic moment. So gorgeous, but again, there is nothing like it. Let's try, what is this one called? Ballsy? But I just don't think, yeah, that one's just too light. Not even. It's purple, but it's not this purple. It's so pretty. Let's do Therapy Sesh. Again, I know there's nothing like it, but I just want to touch it and show you guys how beautiful she is. Wow, it's so rich. I love seeing rich pigment and colors like this where you can't see your skin underneath. Then it's like, yes, you know that you made a good eyeshadow when you can't see your skin under it. I love that. All right, let's go move along to Lolly Mama, which, can I say, as a dog owner, I just so appreciate. Let's do Tipsy Girl actually also, because I know this one isn't gonna have a dupe. As a dog owner, I must say that I just appreciate that she included her dogs in this palette because, oh my gosh, so pretty. I didn't swatch that one very well, but so pretty. Next we have Empowered. Oh my gosh, this one, I would have killed to have this shade as one of the shades that I used for my wedding day. I used all these palettes, or not all of them. I used for sure the original, and I think a mixture of Bling Boss and Ring the Alarm. Did I? No, I didn't use any of those. I definitely know, I think I used either Lolly, Bomb Ass, or both. Maybe I used, I don't remember what I used, but I know that I used like some combination of those palettes on my wedding day, sorry, because I had like a lot of like berry, like cranberry was one of the shades in my wedding. And so I know that I used the heck out of these palettes. There's pictures, there's photographic evidence. I'll try to insert pictures if I can. But this one would have been so nice to have. Empowered. I'm gonna put it on my hand. This one would have been, I would have been so happy to have that on my wedding day. But you know what? It's okay. I'm happy with what I did do. Let's try, what is it called? Cran apple? I don't think it's gonna be dupeable, but I just had to show you guys because I just think it's so pretty. Ugh, it's so pretty. Let's try this one. What is this one called? Pizza. Oh, pizzazz. Wow. Pizzazz. That's not even. And then let's try bomb ass. Yeah, that's not even close. Ugh, that one's so pretty. Empowered. I'm gonna be using that a ton. All right, next shade we're gonna do is Next. That's literally what it's called, is Next. So this one, I don't think there's a dupe for. Well, maybe. Looking again. Okay, so this one, sort of a burgundy shade. Again, this one would be a nice one to have at my wedding also. Nice little burgundy shade there. Let's try, I don't think there's going to be anything from the original palette, but let's try Siren from Ring the Alarm. I think it'll be too brown. Yeah, it's a little too brown. Let's try Framed. It's too dark again. Yeah, that one's a little too purple. It's pretty though. Let's try Sparks. This one might be the closest. Oh, no, I guess not. Spoke too soon. It's a little more brown, but it's the closest for sure. Yeah, that one is no dupe. No dupeable at all. All right, next one is Dance Party. Again, there's no dupe for it, but I just want to touch it because it looks so pretty. Ugh. So stinking pretty. Let's try Stay True. This one, again, I don't think I have a dupe of, especially since I see that it has shimmer in it. But we're gonna try it anyway. Okay, this one might be able, sorry, it's not this patchy. I think my skin's a little bit still wet from the makeup remover. But let's try, I was gonna say Siren, but I think it's a little too brown. Let's try Framed. Yeah, that one's gonna be too purple. Let's try Sparks. No. And then let's try Rockstar. It's a little too purple. Cool toned. Let's try Mystic. Yeah, that one's way off. Yeah, I would say probably if you could do like a combination. No, not even, because the tone is off. Yeah, that one doesn't really have a dupe either. That one was Stay True. No dupe. Alright, next we have Not My Journey. And I think this one is very unique and won't have one like it. Gosh, I just want to actually put this one up while I'm working around the purples, because you guys are probably like, what about royalty? No, this one's just too dark. I'll show you guys. Yeah, that one's like too dark. I'll swatch it next to the next one, but that one's gonna be too dark. Let's try Gem from Bling Boss. Ooh, I don't think this is... I mean, it's gonna be the closest, but it's not a dupe. It's just not, it's just not a dupe. What is this one? Not My Journey. This one's just a little bit more vibrant, I would say, than Gem. And Gem is just, I don't know what is going on here, if it has hard pan or what, but it's just not wanting to work. It's the closest, but it's not a dupe. I'm just gonna keep on this one and put Good Place up because this one is gonna be the closest to Royalty, and I'll show you guys. It's not even close. Nope. It's definitely not a dupe for anything. Nothing. Next we got Paolo. I'm just being weird. Alright, next we got Paolo. My arm is like so discolored right now. Oh well. Alright, this one we might be able to find a dupe for. Let's try Firework from the original. Maybe. Ooh, it's like the same formula, but it's, yeah, not the same shade for sure. Cran apple. Let's try that guy. That one is, ooh, that one's a lot like it. Wow. That one's pretty close actually. I don't think any of these ones. I'll try Hilster just for the heck of it, but I know it's not. I know it's gonna be too brown. Yeah, definitely too brown. Let's move on to these palettes. Let's try Boom. I think it's gonna be a little too orange. Yeah, it's like too bronzy. Let's do Pizzazz from Bling Boss. Ooh, that one's pretty close. That one's pretty close. Maybe not. That's gotta be it. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the closest is, what was this one? Cran Apple? Probably. But even that's not like, yeah. This one doesn't really have a dupe. This one's kind of on its own out there. But I would say that would be the closest was the Cran Apple. Yeah. Alright, next shade that we have is Oh Hello. Is that how she said it? I don't remember how she said it in her video. This one is also a beautiful burgundy cranberry shade. Let's try, what is this one? Framed? Let's try Framed. I think it's gonna be too purple. Yeah, it's a little too purple for that guy. Let's do Sparks. This one might be. It's a little closer, but not quite. And then let's do Rockstar. Yeah, that one's a little too cool toned purple. And then Mystic, I think it's gonna be, yeah, same. Too dark. And then nothing in those two. These two seems like there's no dupes other than those two, which are big dupes, so I guess that's fine. All right, next shade we got is Crazy, which is how my arm is feeling right now. A little crazy. This one is probably a little bit closer, gonna be closer to dupe than the last one. Let's try Siren again. We're pretty much gonna stick with the same shades. Siren, Framed, Rockstar, and Sparks. Okay. Siren, Framed, Rockstar, and Sparks. Sparks is probably going to be the closest, but even that one is not even a dupe, but strictly tone-wise, it's probably gonna be the closest. Yeah. All right, and this last one, Temptress, we already got the dupe over here. Well, it's not a dupe, it's the same shade, but I'm gonna try, what is this one called? Abyss from the original, just to see what the difference is. Just in case you don't have this palette, I want to see what the difference is. So there's that one, and then we'll do Abyss. Okay, so there is Temptress, and there is Abyss. It's a little more, I don't know, like green leaning almost. Yeah, it's not as dark, it's not as black. But I mean, if you're not wanting a super black, if you're just wanting something to darken, then, you know, that one would work. But yeah, that one's not that one's not a dupe for it. It's not. Time to wash these off and give you guys my final thoughts with everything. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys stuck it until the end, thank you so much for watching, and I will link videos, like I said, in the down below description box in case you want to check out more of my videos, and I will also link them at the end of this video too. And yeah, I would love it if you'd subscribe and watch more of my content, because I have got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I still need to edit 2 videos, which are actually supposed to go up before, well, one of them was supposed to go up before this one, but then I found out about this palette release and I was like, oh, hold up, Jaclyn's gotta come first. But yeah, I'm super excited about those. So subscribe if you want to check those out, and I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!